one.
Jason, do you want to try the good intro, or are we just live?
There is another intro.
Tonight, for once, Pete is the one being on time. Eric tries out some pink beer, and we try everything out from Belgium ale to French cigarettes. All that in tonight's episode of Outside the Bubble.
Yes! There it is. The weirdest things happen here in winter.
It's crazy. Boom. Yes. We're here.
All right, we're here. We're
yes,
really
we're
here.
Yay! Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us again. And before we start, I have a very important message. Pete, shut up!
You see what I do with you? Is this why you guys got here 5 minutes before me to rehearse that?
Thank you all for joining. If you had clicked a link somewhere, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the entertainment channel, because we are on the entertainment channel, and I can already tell you, this is just the start of a beautiful adventure here.
We've only
on
just
this channel.
begun.
It's going to be crazy. And a special welcome to our WIGS members.
Hey!
Our WDWNT Inner Globe Society. If you don't know what it is, then why explain? Because you should know. It's the coolest community around. And you can check it out if you go to WDWNT.com/Patreon.
That's right.
Boom.
I personally enjoy patreon.com/WDWNT.
We do it any way you want. Why
slash.
back or forward? Just say slash.
I identify as a backward slash.
I don't doubt it.
And with that, let's get on to this week's adventure. It had to be done. We let Pete pick our adventure this time. We didn't know what was going to happen, so Axel and I just kind of hung out at my house
and waited.
Well, first of all, guys, I told you I was going to do some exploring, and I did send you a message. Yes, I did. I did. We might even have a clip of me sending you a message.
You see, Eric, that's why I said always have the camera with you, because we have.
I sent you a message.
Eric, I think we waited long enough. Like, Pete is still not here.
Well, it's
We
5 o'clock.
I'm going to call him, and we'll see, because this is...
Well, it's Pete. You know, that's what you deal with. When you deal with Pete, you gotta. He
And I
works
thought
on
it was-
Pete time. No, he
I
works
thought
on Pete
he
time.
was allowed to choose this time.
Well, you know how it is when you're on Pete time.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, hit him up.
Hey,
there he is.
Pete, we are waiting for you at Eric's place. You're late.
Guys, I thought we talked about this. This week, I am choosing our adventure, and I'm already here. I thought I texted you guys the address. Did you not get it?
No. Did you get a text message?
No. Were you sober when you texted this?
Did you text it to us or to somebody else?
I texted it.
There's like 5 wigs there, but not us.
Otherwise, Eric from Geekly Kingdom might be waiting for me inside. So
Yeah.
I will double check. But I'm going to resend the address now. What I need you guys to do is get in the car and get here ASAP.
Okay.
Are we dressed appropriately?
Oh, I mean, I wish you probably should take off your shirts. But anyway, I'm going to need you to trust me on this. Bring whoever you want. It's going to be a good time. But you look great. Wear what you're wearing. Hop in the car. It's go time.
Send us the address. We'll be there.
All right.
I'm sending you the address now. See you soon.
Love
See
you
ya.
like a sister.
Love you like...
1 hour later.
This looks like an office park.
This isn't off. Why are we in an
Eric,
office
did you get the right address?
That's what Pete said.
This is an office park. Is Pete here? I'll call him.
What? Oh, there he is. Why are we in an office park?
Because this is where things happen. This is where the work gets done. Where have you been? You guys are both behind schedule. You're not punctual,
You
Pete.
didn't tell us how far away this place was.
This is why I said let's meet.
This is
here.
an office park.
Look, there's
course.
an airplane. We're by the airport.
We're right next to the airport, so if anyone is flying into the Orlando area, they should know this. This is the closest brewery to MCO. So there's two reasons I mentioned that. One, if you're early for a flight, that's one thing. But when you land, and if you want some really, really good beer for your vacation in any of the parks, whether you're staying Universal or Disney, this is the place to grab your beer before you start your vacation.
You made us come down here. This is your episode. Like, we're gonna visit this.
Oh, I have some amazing breweries planned. On this week's episode, we are hitting some of the best, coolest, and weirdest breweries in Orlando.
Let's check it out.
Come on.
I don't know, Eric. This at some point, I was like, we were driving. I said, if we drive longer, we're gonna arrive in Daytona.
I burned like half a tank of gas.
That's the thing is, you guys told me to drive to you and then drive back here, and I said, nay.
You live by us. Well, you live by me.
That is true, but to be fair, we were already out in the Winter Park area, and I think
This was not in a winter park area.
This is closer than Winter Park, and this was MCO. This was literally the airport. Planes were flying above our head as we recorded that.
So when we started this episode of Outside the Bubble, we never thought you want to take a plane outside the bubble because we were thinking we're heading to take a plane.
I would have loved that. And stay tuned. You never know what'll happen.
It was quite a ride.
I mean, I don't mind. I had good company on the ride, but it was kind of.
I would never find it.
I guarantee it was a closer ride than we drove
And
to
it
this
is
place
in an
tonight.
office park. It's legitimately in an office park. Like, people come here they fly to MCO to go on vacation, and they go to this place, and they're going to be like, back to work.
Well, if anyone out there is a brewery hopper, there's a lot of breweries out there, especially small startups, not like the commercial ones. A lot of them are in office parks because it's cheaper than a strip mall or a fancy place. So I brought you guys to an authentic brewery, and you're spending the money on the ingredients, not on look. So
No, well, you spent the money on ingredients and not on furniture as well because take a look.
What? Come on,
We
you
went
guys are
inside.
way too
We went
critical.
inside.
What Ellipsis is known for primarily is they have an amazing IPA and sour program. However, they do have a very good Pilsner, they have a great porter, but if you like IPAs or sours, this is the place you want to be.
And that's the place where they.
So that's their cold box. It actually goes all the way back into the brewery, and it's a very short line, which actually is great. If you go to a brewery, you want to go to a bar or brewery that has a short line from the keg to the tap so that the beer doesn't sit in the line. And here, super short. You can see that's actually the exterior of the cold box right behind the taps. Cold box is another just brewery term we use for a refrigerator.
So I just thought that Pete would just drink without knowing, but he knows, Eric. He knows.
I worked
It's called learning by osmosis.
Yeah.
What is that, Pete?
All right, so here we have some Pilsners, because I know you gents said you just came in from a hot day. It's very warm today. But another thing Ellipsis has is that they do a beer slushy. This is their strawberry lemonade slushy, and it's beer-based, and it is delicious.
I got the Pilsner. Pete got ice cream?
You want to try it?
Well,
So
Pete
far,
got-
the only one to try it.
Pete got ice cream.
Actually, I don't think we should let Pete win. I know better brewery than this. I know a couple.
Eric, it's his episodes. We can.
I mean,
wanna do?
isn't it always Pete's episode? He steals our thunder with his feet. He shouts over us. He tells the night tells him to shut up. Like, we don't get really anything out of this. These are all Pete steals the show every time. We can have our own brewery. Do you have a brewery you like?
I have a brewery I like. That's the first place I lived here
Well,
in
that's what
Florida.
we'll do. We'll just compare them, and we'll see who's actually better. Right?
Isn't Pete gonna be?
How humiliating would it be to Pete to lose a competition that's related to alcohol?
I hate to break you the news, but Eric did have a valid point.
Okay.
We know it's your episodes,
Yes, thank you for coming. I have a big night planned.
but and I appreciate that. But Eric knows a good brewery as well. And
I feel like, no offense, like I love you, but you kind of been stealing the spotlight on all our episodes. You had the Red Knight told you to shut up.
That's not stealing the spotlight. That's total embarrassment.
You had your web feet all over the first episode.
Well, that I was showing off. I am a great swimmer.
Second episode as well. You kind of got lucky.
He won the shopping contest as well.
You won shopping. You beat me on the Gideon thing, like on a technicality. I don't know. I feel like I can do better.
Well, also, I've never had my name listed in the credits. It's always been Axel and Eric Pete, which your middle name is Pete, I guess, because there's never been a comma.
We do it for copyright.
Right. No, but I agree. The punctuation has been off in the credits. We're now at a brewery that's named after a punctuation mark. So maybe that's a good sign. We can. Maybe I could do better.
All right, I'll tell you what.
And Axel thinks he has one that's better.
Listen, the thing in the beer community is we're all about sharing and trying new things. So if you have a good brewery, I cannot wait to go try it.
Deal.
Well, I'm in. But before we leave, I do have a few more tricks up my sleeve here. This is the Blue Kyber Crystal, one of their sours here, and this is the Fruit by the Foot Berry Edition. And these are part of their sour program, and there's more coming, so prepare yourselves. And you can see that there's different glass sizes.
From the place outside.
Oh, they do have food trucks here every day, we should mention.
All right, Blue Kyber Crystal.
Give it a try.
I feel like sanitizing a comb, putting in here.
It's definitely sweet. So these are all going to be very, again, a sour beer is meant to pucker a little bit. You're going to get a little bit of residual sugar.
It's pretty good.
Wow, this has a
These are getting weirder.
Yeah, so we're getting weirder and weirder.
What was this?
That's the caramelized banana. I haven't had that one yet. It's brand new. Just debuted this week.
Tastes sweet. Are we ready to go to your place now?
Wait. So if we just do, I'm sorry, but if
Are
we
you just gonna keep bringing like fruity beers over here?
No. I brought over a non-fruity beer for you guys. Okay. This is their porter, and if we do these last two, we've tried all their sours, and we've tried all their beers except for their IPAs, which I tried before you guys arrived. So all the because I know you guys aren't IPA drinkers like me.
All Pete's missing is a scarf. Hipster Pete. Maybe an ironic hat.
But let's see if you guys like the porter. You know, this one, I guess. I was going to say put hair on your chest, but add more to the door. Yes! Look at those guns.
They made this in partnership with Lululemon, so I'm going to see how it goes.
You watch your mouth.
Can I speak to the manager, please? I'm washing the dishes, I think, and helping.
Yeah, so everybody pays his own brewery, and Pete
is bussing tables. No wonder he loves this place. He works here.
Oh, poor Pete. Pete, your choice.
Guys, I want to thank you for coming to one of my favorite breweries. Again, I'm an IPA and a sour drinker, so if you like those beers, it was cool. And I hope you guys got to try some new things. This is about expanding our horizons.
It was nice, but I'm intrigued. Lord's Day, and Eric knows a place to go.
Too. Yeah. All right, let's go. I want to check it out.
Oh boy, that is so good. We didn't set that up. He was really busting the table.
Yes.
There was only one bartender there.
To be fair, I was going to say she was by herself, and she did not expect such a rush where almost every table filled up. She didn't have time to like wash glass. She was like so swamped, and I was like, "Listen, I've been there. You take care, close people's tabs, do the dishes. I'll get the tables really quick." It only took a few minutes, but I've been there.
Like, I cut it out. Was it normal that people were tipping you?
No one tipped me. If they did, I would have given it to her.
They're like, "Is this the guy that brought me the beer that tastes like Skittles?"
I mean, it's a pandemic, so I didn't even get the perk of finishing other people's beers.
They have
Okay,
fruit
I'm
by
totally
the
kidding.
foot.
Totally
Did we
kidding.
get that? One of the beers was called Fruit by the
Two
Foot.
of them. There's
Two of them are
They
fruit by
have
the
a
foot.
Fruit by the Foot series at Ellipsis, which I thought would be appropriate for this show.
Sweet tarts.
Oh,
All right.
No, I liked it. I thought it was cool and interesting.
It is very. I see it. It is a little funky. That's why I like Ellipsis, because it's not your typical brewery. They do a lot of funky, weird stuff. And as a beer drinker, I like to try new things every time I go somewhere. So
that was legitimately just like ice cream, like a snow cone, or
the slushies, they had two.
Yeah.
So they have they're both based off their sours. So they're a little sweeter.
why are their sours sweet? Explain to the non.
Oh, can we?
Craft
Before we
beer.
do, it's very unique. This is the first super chat since the last 10 that did not just say Pete.
Shut up! Look at this.
Are we gonna try it, Pete? Do you want to try it?
Yeah, Izzo. It's my man Chris Izzo.
Chris
you know,
Izzo.
I know everybody here. Most of the people here in the chat. And if you're not in the chat, jump in and say hi. But $5 super chat from my man Izzo says, "Can't wait to see who drinks who under the bubble. Thank you for this. Very, very kind. And thank you for the super chat. It means a lot."
Yes.
You notice Pete and I haven't changed clothes yet. We're still going. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, only one of us changed clothes.
No,
We have
that's
just...
because I spilled my last beer,
that makes sense.
and the
That
brewery
makes sense.
just gave me new shirts. Well, I had
They
to
gave
buy
you a
it.
McBiff shirt at the
They
brewery.
gave me
That's
a
pretty
Stone
cool.
Brewery.
Nice.
Stone Brewery McBiff shirt. I liked the place. Some of the beers were a bit too fruity for me,
Yes.
but is it a place that you would bring your friends and family? It looks so empty.
No, I like it. I think
It's
the
like-
vibe, it doesn't have a super great vibe for a brewery. Like, usually they have this kind of like rustic feel or like a modern feel, or like a beer garden. And this is
there was
kinda
no-
like
there
an
was-
office park.
There was no shiplap on the wall and a guy playing a guitar in the corner. I get it.
Right.
But again, I think it's because it's a convenience to MCO, the airport in Orlando.
A lot of pilots go.
Orlando International. I mean, I'm sure you guys have flown in and out of Orlando
Sure,
a
yes,
little
in and out.
bouncy. No, I just think it's cool. And again, I wouldn't say this is your first choice unless you really like IPAs or sour beers. If you don't like those beers, we go to other places in this episode, and there's other places you can just literally Google. There's the Orlando brewery scene is growing on me. It wasn't that good 3, 4, 5 years ago, and they're starting to pick up some steam.
Now, the next one, and
Keep in mind too, you're the European, so like I get it. You're just like, water, hops, barley, yeast, and I took you to a place that was like taste the rainbow, so it's a little different.
it was
Right.
Charlie's Chocolate Factory.
Twizzlers, sugar, Fruity Pebbles, milk.
But
Facts.
talking about a lot of breweries, we're sorry, and we were sitting there
I
drinking.
do like it. I like it.
We were sitting there drinking where you were all bursting tables, and Eric was like, "I have a good brewery. Why should Pete pick everything?"
Listen, I said it in the video, I was taken aback at first. I needed a minute, but then I was like, okay, listen, in the beer community, we're all about trying new things and accepting everyone and whatever you want to bring to the table. So I was excited for your pick.
We did a little soul searching,
It was definitely soul searching.
and there was some divine intervention led us to a brewery.
And I mean, let's just see.
I guess we'll see what happens.
Let beer take the wheel. Before we start, I have a confession before we go to mass.
Don't confess out here. I have a more appropriate place for you to do it.
Oh, okay.
This is an office.
You've only seen the outside. You never judge a book by its cover. It's what's on the inside that counts, Axel.
We will.
That's what she said.
We missed the service, Eric. It was at 11:11 a.m.
The hop ascended.
And
back
Wednesdays
to
at 7:07. Well, before you go in, please put your hands.
Oh, but this is an actual brewery. What are you saying? This is not a church.
Follow me.
church people whose friends are more drinky than them, or something like that.
Imagine being baptized in a fermenter. That would be the dream. All right, so the bartender just asked Belgium man himself, Axel, if he could have a Belgian strong ale, and Axel looks offended.
I mean, there's a lot of things with the word Belgian in it, but it's...
Let's see, give it a shot. Does it take you back home? I have a few samples already.
I believe in your Italian.
I'll try the longer. Sure. I want to try that first.
Not bad.
It's 85 degrees though.
All right, guys, so we're here hanging out with Jared. And Jared, let's give the people at home a little bit of background here about Castle Church Brewing Community.
Hey, welcome. This is Castle Church Brewing. We were founded in November of 2018. And as far as I know, that we're still the only brewery that's owned and operated by a church. Church community that uses the space and tries to create a church for people who love breweries and hate church, more or less. And what we do is try to provide an environment where people get to know each other and make real relationships that go past just a normal church coffee hour and put together something that really matters in people's lives.
Awesome. All right, we're excited to try these beers. Thanks so much, Jared. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Eric, this is your pick.
Yep.
This is one of the best beers I had since I arrived in the U.S.
Yeah. Wow, look at that. That's high praise from Axel.
Pete is framing a shot. Pete, why
Go behind me. This is a
why
beautiful
did
picture.
you go for a saison and not for a real beer?
Oh, well, I know that out of this threesome we have here, you two are the real men. And I know my role.
So Eric, I don't know. We checked out Pete's place. It was nice. It was
A
fruity.
lot of fruity beer, fruity pebbles.
Guys, I gave you the sours. You didn't even try the IPAs, but I know you are the real men who like the real beer. So I think you might have found a little hidden gem here.
The Belgian strong ale.
Belgian strong ale. That's basically what they call me back in my hometown.
They call you the Belgian strong ale?
From the Belgian, the best beer he's had in the United States.
It's not a lie.
So did I steer you wrong?
No, I was expecting a real
Plus,
church.
if you
but-
want to go to church, you can come. You don't have to.
You know what, Eric? You blessed us with this great choice. Thank you very much.
There's nobody here, but it is Sunday night. But beautiful. Looks like a great place to hang. Food truck is closed. Cool,
Eric,
Bob.
I like your choice.
Thank you very much. And
I think
to wash your sins away when you're
this stage calls for Spike the Bee.
done? Yeah. All right. We'll do it later. So I just want to thank everyone for coming. The beer is a clear winner here. Fantastic beer, fantastic environment, and it's for all people, even the sinners. Come on down to Castle Church Brewing.
Eric, you really think you're going to win?
Why wouldn't I win? You just said it's the best beer you've had in America. I agree with you. That's 2-1. Right?
The best
Pete?
Belgian I had in America.
Oh, okay.
So maybe we should check out this one.
We have
last
time. We have
place.
time to do one more.
Let's do one more, and then
I'll go to one more with you. Well, I
let's
got a
go-
glare on my face.
Oh,
There we go.
oh, it is. Still, here we. Is this better?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
So when we moved, this was the first city we lived in, first town that we lived in, and they have this amazing brewery. They have an amazing farmers market. It's a great environment. I think you're gonna love it.
I think I know what you're talking about, and I think I will love it. But I guess we'll see. Maybe Pete, you'll surprise Pete, and we'll have to be competing with each other. You know.
Are we gonna compete with each other?
Everybody wins.
Everybody wins. Let's check it out.
Amen.
Oh, are we back?
Thank you for joining me. First of all, thanks for leaving me, guys. Rude at the end there. What happened there?
No, we finished our beer. You have like more problems with a real beer than finishing.
That's not true. I believe I tried the most beers with this brewery.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, like in free samples.
First of all, they weren't free.
They were.
I went to
very
Baskin
free.
Robbins. I ate more different kinds of ice cream than everyone else.
Well, if I was an ice cream lover, then yeah, give me all 31 flavors.
All I know is they said, "Are you the altar boy?" You said yes. You disappeared, and Axel and I had to go do footage.
Well,
So,
I apologize to anyone we just lost. Well, actually, so I was impressed.
This place, I walk in, Pete goes like, and he's from Belgium, this guy. Right away, here you go, try this.
I was really afraid because you must get this a lot, and you probably get a lot of pretty terrible Belgian beers.
Mostly it's like when I say, hey, I'm from Belgium, clothing comes off. I was happy this was in a church situation, and it was just beer. It could have been worse. I was afraid. No, the beer was really good. Their beer was good.
we could have timed it better when we're there, either for like a worship service or like after it lets out. Like this is Sunday night, right?
Well, we were there
dead
maybe
city.
half an hour before close.
This is also admittedly in an office park.
I'm telling you, a
Smaller
lot of
office
breweries are in office parks.
This when you said like, hey, let's go to a church that's a brewery. In Europe, we have real churches.
I know you have monks making the beer.
Just because it doesn't have old beams and a pointy roof doesn't mean it's not a real church.
This guy goes like, oh, and we're the only brewery that is still like connected to the church. Like, have you ever been to Belgium?
Yeah, I mean, I'm all about the Belgium beers made by monks. That's
Yeah.
But I, to be honest, have never tried Castle Church's Belgium. And when you said it was the best beer you had in America, I had to try it. It was very good.
Fantastic.
It was really good.
Fantastic.
Yeah, super, super delicious.
I'm not saying that.
Now, on the other hand, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I'm not saying that different breweries have different styles that might have as good of a beer, but I just don't walk into a brewery. It's like, oh, let's do the Belgium ale.
Yeah.
Because I'm afraid. Like when you see that, like,
Right.
And I was going to say it to your point, which is exactly what
I
was
also
gonna
don't
say.
go to Belgium and ask for Kansas City barbecue, so I get it, right? It's the same thing, right?
we have the best Kansas City barbecue.
Belgium has the best barbecue he's ever been. Unbelievable.
What are you
My
saying?
brother was born in Belgium.
Oh, no. The dry
know
rub was invented in Belgium.
That was Germany. But
Oh, sorry.
anyways.
Anyway,
Moving on.
I will say that at this brewery, because every brewery has different styles they're good at, I will say that was probably the best Belgian beer I've had. But their IPAs were good, but not great. So really, certain breweries have a better understanding of certain beers
It
than
needs
others.
to be said, by the way, that you're an IPA guy.
I love IPAs and sours.
That's
I
why-
like everything. I sold beer, so like I like all styles. That's why I said it's an amazing Belgian beer. Is my go-to IPAs and sours? Yes, but they had a great Belgian beer. So we have to judge it by the style. Like we haven't had a good lager somewhere yet. We haven't had a good, porter or stout or something like that. So it does depend.
The thing I liked about this one is you walk in and you see this active brewery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's open.
They're brewing a beer in front of your face.
and the tap is made. We should say a shipping container.
A shipping container.
Yeah.
There's some seats which can fit 3 or maybe one issue of 3 of us.
A family of 6 got up, and the 3 of us sat down.
But I thought it was already, the vibe was better than the first place.
Yeah,
I
even
would-
though it was more empty, I think the vibe was a little. You could sense that it's a little bit cooler vibe, maybe when it's full.
Yeah.
Not like an IKEA table.
I mean,
I think every place. I will say I do. The first time I walked into Castle Church, and that wasn't my first time there, but I was happy you picked it. Is you walk in, you're like, this place is super cool because again, you got the giant shipping container just sitting in the middle where all the taps come out. You have the brewery behind it, and you turn the corner, you see the church. You're like, what is happening here?
we didn't even talk about how short the lines are from the cold box.
Oh, they're just as short.
We've learned from Pete. Pete has made it a point tonight to tell everyone how it's better to have short hoses
Please
from the
Please.
cold box.
take a pen and paper right now. Pete Carney said a short line is a better line.
For the record, I said that once, and you guys keep bringing it up. You guys have brought up the shut up 19 times so far in the first half an hour of the
That's
show.
not true. It was 20. Shut up.
Listen, it was a cool
I
spot.
missed it.
I enjoyed it. I think it's a very cool hangout spot. I think overall, for all beer drinkers, it may not be as good as a destination because unless you are into Belgian beer, their other beer is good, but not great.
It was easier to find, though. It was off of a main road. It was not like turning and twisting.
It's not super conveniently located. I'll admit that.
Yeah, and I will say that. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry to cut you off.
But some of these places are starting up. It started in 2018, right? They're not going to get prime real estate.
And that's what I'm saying. Is a lot of these breweries, and I've talked about this in other videos before, is starting a brewery is mega expensive. So they're going to try and find the cheapest location, try and pull people to them.
You got to buy water. What is it? Hops?
Come on, you can do all four.
Yeast.
Come on, you got one more.
And barley.
Wow, I'm so proud of you. Look at you. Look at you.
And fruit roll-ups.
Although
I will say, though, our third location might have been the best location on a map.
I agree. Let's show it.
and that's because I got to pick the last location.
And you were very wise in your choice. All right, here we are at a third stop, and this was your choice, Axel. Where are we? What are we doing?
We are in the beautiful downtown Winter Garden, and we are gonna go visit the Crooked Can Brewery, which is not only a brewery. This whole building has a very European style.
It is
has
a big
lot of
building.
stuff.
Oh, wee wee!
Has a lot of stuff to eat and drink. So that's why we are gonna go check out Crooked Can Brewery.
All right, let's go check it out. I'm excited. I like beer. All right, so Axel, a great choice. I didn't realize I've also been here before, but then again, it's hard to find a brewery I haven't been to. But this
True.
brew hole is amazing.
It is. There's a lot of things close. It's Sunday night.
McSwagger.
It still
Well,
smells
don't
great
get into
here,
it.
actually.
It smells delicious in here. We're here a little late.
But
the barbecue
it's
place is not open.
this little piggy. This place is great.
Yeah, they have the mac and cheese smacked out.
Yes.
Aw.
Some fantastic coal-fired pizza here as well.
Popcorn. This place is
I
very
actually
common.
have purchased some steaks from this place, and they were legit. I got a bone-in ribeye here once,
Nice.
and it was.
But it's all closed, unfortunately.
Well, it is
the Lord's
8:30 on
Day,
a Sunday.
The Lord's
the
Day.
mac and cheese, the sushi, the what do we
Chocolates.
chocolates,
Serbenchi's
chocolates. You got donuts. You got your empanadas, your ceviche, your teas, your mocktails, your juice bar, and coming soon,
The trash
the
bag.
Carney Kitchen.
Oh, there you go. No, come here, real quick.
Oh, Eric. You want to show something?
Yeah, they have the Crooked Can has another tasting room around the
How
corner.
come I never knew of this? I actually never even knew about this.
The barrel room, it's closed, but it just closed a half
never.
hour ago.
I've been here three
Yeah,
times.
so
I've
when you-
never
But
knew
this
about
is
this.
a new edition.
So
This
no,
is-
it's been here at least a year, I think. But
Yeah, but a year is new.
Pete's complaint, one of his complaints is it's always hard to get a table. He didn't know about this part. Plenty of tables.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
And
was.
the barrel room, it does close earlier.
It's a beautiful.
You went
This
from a
is
garden
my
into a haven.
We're in my neck of the
Yes.
woods, right? This is.
You're in Windermere. Windermere is more the.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're 15 minutes from my house. Some 20 minutes.
Yes. Yeah. I already know. Pete, are you left me with his credit card? Very nice. What do we want to drink, Axel?
So Pete,
should we get some shirts?
Which t-shirt do you like?
Honestly, I think those stretchy pants would look great on me. Maybe that tank top on you. You have those big Belgian strong muscles.
I mean, why don't we buy all
Quick,
of it?
he's coming back. Quick.
He's coming. No.
All right. Actually, we don't have it. Hold on. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it right. We have to have the Belgium try the Belgium.
It's not bad, but I'm gonna stick with my
but he-
Florida Sunshine.
Yeah, he's going with the Florida Sunshine. It's a GABF silver medal winner.
Can we have a seltzer as well?
You know, the Europeans love their lagers. I didn't even know there was a tasting room in the back.
Eric knows everything.
Eric, you're so smart. I know. So what separates me from the animals? Except when he gives me his credit card.
These t-shirts are nice, Pete.
I know. I'm thinking about. I kind of want something. I mean, those yoga pants would look great on me.
They were $35.
Yikes! All right, got to start saving.
Eric, less fancy glasses than the previous place, but
But they're shaped like beer cans. I love it.
pretty neat. Have a taste of the Florida sunshine.
In the dark. Very nice.
Pete, is it so? We're getting ready to leave,
Yes.
and you did get a can for the road,
We call this a crowler. It is a canned growler.
meaning that you absolutely love this place.
I will say this was probably one of my favorite experiences here tonight. Even though the food was all closed, we didn't have to wait for beer. I had great company. We got a table right away. Axel, excellent choice.
I think you did very well. I've always loved this place. It's a great spot. It's close to home. The vibe and the ambiance, top notch. Beer was great.
Plenty to discuss once we get to the last bar, and that bar is in Winter Haven.
Oh wait,
The Explorer's Lounge.
no, wait. I have one more stop tonight. I want to take you guys. I won't say on video. Let's trust me. One more stop tonight. That's all.
Pete,
And here we are.
Where did you want to go? What was the last place?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
my house.
I thought that we were going to another bar, and also I should say I had started drinking before you guys arrived at the first brewery, so I didn't hear you say we were going to Winter Haven. I could have sworn we were going somewhere else,
And
but
we've been here ever since.
and here we
We
are,
never left.
and here we are.
By the way, just in between, this definitely was one of the most fun episodes.
We had a lot of fun. I mean, this
we
We
were
did
able
have production assistants with us.
we did. Yes.
Just to say we did not
Yeah,
travel.
so-
We were not alone, so shout out to all of our SOs.
Thumbs up for
Yes. And yes,
John
please, if you're
Howell.
enjoying this video, we always forget to say this because we have so much fun
Thumbs
hanging out
up.
with you guys. So
us a
please
like.
smash the like button. And if you are new and you're just finding this, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot. But yeah, jump in the comments, hit the thumbs up, smash the like, whatever you want to call it. But it means a lot to us. So thank you very much. We always forget to do that here. We always forget.
But let's talk about Crooked Ken because I agree. Like it would look, it was Sunday night, so the market, the food,
The market
hall
closed.
was closed. But the brewery itself, the outdoor seating is really nice. It's
there's
cool.
a lot of people there.
It's a cool
That
spot.
place
like,
normally, and I think
under those big
yeah.
oak trees with like Spanish moss, downtown Winter Garden, short drive from my house, awful convenient.
well, you love
Wow.
it. But I mean, my only complaint, which I should bring up, but it's an amazing spot, is that because we went Sunday night, it was nice. But when that market is open, that place is jumping.
very busy.
It is
Very
busy. Every table's hard. You got to kind of like hover to find a table. I would compare it to so for all the Disney fans out there, trying to find a table outside of Baseline Tap House. It's very similar.
Right.
But
You'll get one.
You'll get one. You just got to hover and wait.
You just might find a weird
Yeah.
guy screaming about having to wear a mask walking by.
but there's a big plus for this place. So every Saturday there's this farmers market. Not everybody loves a farmers market.
Farmers do.
That's the place where you let the people who love the farmers market do the farmers market, and you just go.
You go buy tomatoes, I'll go buy beer.
Absolutely. Plus, there's plenty to do. There's those food stands. You're in downtown Winter Garden, which is a beautiful town.
And it
plenty
really-
to do.
It is cool. It also has some history. So, like, some of the earliest railroad lines in Florida kind of pass through there. They have a little museum. There's cool little spots. Lauren and I went to a upstairs. We stumbled into a jazz club on the
Yes.
second floor
Yeah.
of a restaurant down there. There is some real cool
Theater.
history and culture.
This is by far, of the places we went, the closest to Disney property.
Yes.
If you happen to be here on a Disney
It is. So we
vacation.
did start
About
the
15,
furthest
20
away,
minute drive.
and we worked our way back. Also, we worked our way, for those who are wondering, we filmed on Sunday. It is hard to sync up free schedules with our significant others and everything else. And Sunday worked out, but breweries do close early on Sunday. So we started with the ones that closed the earliest, and worked our way to the ones that closed the latest. So Crooked Can was open until 11 p.m. on Sunday night. So that's why it was a great.
Well, plus Eric could not drink before 5 p.m.
Oh, good luck getting this guy out of
Sunday.
bed. Oh, jeez.
Unbelievable.
It's Sunday.
This guy sleeps until 4
No,
p.m. every day.
I had to stream on Sunday. Thank you very much.
Oh,
I do like that your beer flight, Pete, came in a biplane.
In a plate.
I do love the
with the logo of the little
Of the Crooked Can,
yeah.
Yeah, the high stepper.
I can tell you right where it crashed and burned.
Right here.
Right
there on
there.
6th Street.
There's one really important question left. Who did pick the best?
I mean, we
Brewery.
always turn this into a competition, but I'm going to say as the beer guy, I mean, you're a beer guy too, and I know you're a beer guy too, but there were no losers in this episode.
I'm not as much a beer guy as you, right? I'm more of a bourbon.
So I think that
I drink a lot of yellow beer.
You definitely know way more about bourbon than I do.
Right.
Let's just ask 3 main questions.
Okay.
And you know what? The chat just saw everything on these little snippets, so everybody can decide. Everybody can just let yourself go. First of all,
Everybody can let themselves go. We've already done that.
First question is best location. So chat, if you don't remember it, number 1 was Pete's choice. That was
the closest brewery to the airport.
Number 2 was
Castle Church, the closest brewery to a church.
Number 3 was the beautiful downtown Winter Garden close to Disney with a lot of options next to it. So let's hear it in the chat.
I'm not here to lie. I'm not here to pull an acting job. Crooked Can is the best location.
Crooked Can is the best location.
If you want to hang out, it is the best location.
Yeah.
But if you want to buy good beer,
If you just want to get wasted
if you
on
just want to
sweethearts,
pick up, if you want to pick up beer for your trip, and you like, again, they're known for IPAs and sours. I don't think they're even going to hate me if I say they're not. But it's a good place to grab beer. But the one,
yes,
you win best hangout
location
spot for sure.
best hangout spot.
Location.
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the chat, and
Unless
there's a few. Well, it's not fair.
Unless
that
you
Lauren,
require
it's
some
not fair that
salvation.
Lauren chooses number 1, although it's her birthday. Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
Lauren!
Lauren.
It's not fair. She's gonna pick Emma, of course.
I do like that she, honestly, that's a surprise pick for me.
But I see a lot of.
And we're not going to tell her to
threes.
shut up. That's a good workaround.
So,
Thanks, great.
Yeah, I think it's.
I'm behind on the chat here, so
It's a clear winner for the Crooked Can.
I think you made a great choice.
It's a clear winner. Clear winner.
Hello,
Happy
Lauren.
birthday, Lauren!
Oh,
Oh,
God.
you
I
have to,
said you
do that
couldn't
way
sneak
there.
in. Why are we?
Happy birthday, Lauren!
Yay!
All right, get out of here.
Hey,
Hey, Pete, shut up.
Shut up, Pete. Ellipsis should win because the beer is actually the best.
All right.
Okay, sorry, goodbye.
I love it. I appreciate your vote for me, but I don't want no one else's representation.
Thank you for joining,
But-
Lauren. Happy
Thank
birthday.
you.
But- I love you. Happy birthday.
Oh, I love you too. Thanks, man.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Cheers. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
You never know what's going to happen on the
It's
Hollywood
wild.
set.
I left her at home. How did she get here so fast?
All right. So, first one is in. That's a clear win for the Crooked Can.
Yeah.
There's no.
Yeah, you got that.
Now, I think like location is one. You have to drive to a place. But the thing that makes you stay, besides, of course, the drinks, is the atmosphere. Where did you have like a vibe? I can sit here with friends, drink, talk.
Yes.
So,
I could have sat at any of these bars, any of these breweries with you guys all day long.
Same.
But
You're very sweet, by the way. Thank you.
yeah,
Aw.
I could have. They're all great. It's the company that makes it, right?
Amen.
But that picnic table out there, if it's a nice night like it was, picnic table outdoors at Crooked Can, I gotta say,
I have to
and no
choose-
communion plate.
I honestly
I mean, I
have to
do
choose
like
for the
free
church.
unleavened bread.
You what?
I have to choose for the church.
The church.
I thought like it was. So the thing that I liked is there's just this big place, but what they did there's this big container in between that it's like functions as like the restrooms and whatever.
Yeah.
So just sitting there close together with these two,
Oh, jeez.
like all
jeez.
all tidy
I
up.
thought we were going to get all emotional this episode. God, I love you guys.
Sorry.
Do we have another clip? No, we don't. Okay, sorry.
No, honestly, if I would say like, hey guys, are we gonna get a drink? And there's one big reason why I wouldn't take my choice, which is a Crooked Can, is because it's so freaking hot in Florida, and
their
Castle
indoor seating
Church
is extremely limited.
Yes, at Castle Church, you're inside, AC at 11. They give you free bread.
If it's hot, you get baptized.
Yes.
I can't believe I'm going to say this. Because, I mean, you voted for Axel's. Axel voted for you. Most people would probably think I'd vote for myself here. But I'm going to go with Axel's. Because, again, even though you're right that it's hot and most of the seating is outside, I think atmosphere is created by people and people watching, and there's normally like something going on. There's people flying by on one wheels or scooters, and people talking about their day, and there's just an energy around
Crooked Can.
Yeah. So as much as I love Castle Church, and again, I would honestly say if anyone was coming to the area, this is me as the beer guy who's probably been to at least 25 breweries here in Orlando and probably about 300 around the country in the world. Or more, maybe I think about 400.
His picture's up at about 250.
I was going to say, yeah, I've probably been to like 400 breweries. But is that these three you can't lose. So I would say go to any of these three, and it's great.
You know how like you walk
Chief Leaf makes a good point. I think Tom Corliss is already at Castle Church. He heard about the amazing bread service.
That's comment of the night.
You know how you walk in? We have a super chat as well. Sorry, I'll be right there.
Yeah, super chat. Super chat to take precedent.
Pete worked at number one. Which would he prefer to work at?
There's only one he did work at.
There's only one he did work at.
Yeah, it's probably the only place where I had to help her out. Castle Church, they had 2 people behind the bar for 2 people. So there was really 1 staff member. The ratio was 1-to-1 for customers. So they were good. Yeah. She was 1 to about 50 people at Ellipsis. And then at Crooked Can, they had about 4 staff members for about 40 people. So, I mean, I did help out the person who needed it the most. But yeah, I think if we're going on the second question, which was atmosphere, I'm giving my vote.
And I see a lot of the chat. I see Crooked Can as well again. So
it's worth pointing out also. I looked because we almost took Poppy with us on this adventure. All 3 of these breweries are dog friendly.
All 3.
You can bring your dog to all of them, inside and outside.
So yes. There's one big downside, and I felt it the whole week. There's a lot of bugs on Crooked Can.
Really, a lot of bugs
stung everywhere. It's
I don't even notice.
You have to look at this. No. The last big question, and this is the most important one. I don't think that the chat will be able.
Wait, did we already thank Tim?
Yes.
What happened? Okay, just making sure.
Yes.
This is how far back in the chat I am.
You work there.
Because I know we have no more segments, so I have to catch up before we leave. Okay.
The last one and the most important question, and this one is one where the chats could not vote because it's if you've been, you can. Who has the best beer?
Let's see, this is
that's
for me
tough.
An easy one.
It's tough because there's a lot of depth at Ellipsis, right? But it's depth in sours and IPAs. The Belgian was like a Grand Slam beer, right? It was a big, heavy hitter at Castle Church. And then Crooked Can, I enjoyed it. Even Pete was like, wow, these IPAs are better than I
Let's not get crazy. I'll give my analysis last of the beers when you guys are done. But I have a full analysis. Go ahead.
So
I'm just going to open up one of these terrible beers while we talk about it.
So if we talk beer, and let's be honest, we talk beer, not lemonade, then I think if what I as a Belgian understand what beer is,
I hear you.
The essence.
You're heard.
For me, it's Castle Church.
Yeah.
It was the best Belgian. They had some great beers. I also liked, although Crooked Can was nice, they had this little cans as a glass.
Yeah, that's cool.
But having this
the stem
chalice.
glass, yeah.
Wow.
The chalice.
I was like,
as Pete pours his seltzer.
So
I'm pouring a seltzer.
I'm going with Castle Church. Eric?
I think I have to go with Castle Church. Admittedly, I only had one beer there, but it was fantastic.
So this is
made our Belgians say it's the best beer he's had in America.
This is my point. So I will say that maybe the best single beer we had from a brewery in the style of Belgium beer was Castle Church. But if we're going to talk about best beer at a brewery, I think you have to look at the entire scope. So if we go through all three from, let's go in reverse order. Crooked Can. I think all their beers are good. I think they're palatable. I think most regular folks will enjoy them. Yeah, they're okay. They're commercial beers. And again, some of them are fantastic. There was one.
What do you mean commercial beer?
Is
What
that
is the buy the public?
Make it right there.
I mean, of course, every beer is made somewhere.
They're all commercial, right? They're all for sale.
No, because some breweries aren't. So, Ellipsis and Castle Church, you can't get at a
They
Publix or
sold
a
this
Wawa.
beer there.
No, but not at a Publix or a Wawa or
Yeah.
Disney. What I'm saying is, Crooked Can is sold in a mass
They're a
production.
little more established.
A little more established, and all their beer is very good. I shouldn't say all their beer is very good, but some of their beer is very good. But it's good enough everywhere, is what I'll say.
Right.
Then you go to, again, if we're going in reverse order, Castle Church. Their Belgium was amazing. The best beer he's had in America. You thought it was very good too. And I thought it was amazing as well. However, all their other beers I thought fell just along the average line. And I love this place. I would tell people to go and hang out. But all their other beer was just kind of okay. It wasn't nothing that blew my socks off.
It didn't taste like Tricks.
No, but I mean, again, I only gave you guys the sours because
okay.
you're not IPA drinkers. I think Ellipsis, I have had enough of their beers over a long period of time where whether they're doing a Pilsner, which I started you guys with, their Pils, or a Porter or a Stout, or one of the two that I love, the IPA Sour, or even their lager that they came out with was very good. I think when they do a beer, they go head first. They do the best beer they can do, or they won't even release it. And again, I don't work there. I don't get paid by them. I just think they have the
You
best.
kind of do work there. You might not get paid.
I don't get paid,
but
but I help out. I just think they have the best beer program, and I'm not knocking any of the other breweries at all. There are some bad breweries out there. We didn't go to any bad breweries at all. But if you're gonna go down to the best beer, best Belgium, sure. But all their other beer, meh. Crooked Can, all their beer, okay, good. I just think Ellipsis has so many winners in so many different categories.
Well,
if you're gonna say all beer, I think I can't win regardless.
I'll defer to your
chat-
knowledge on beer, right? I mean, I appreciate your I'm not a craft beer guy, right? I like some craft beers, but not like you.
The chat says, and that's just like, what beer do we want to try? And Ellipsis wins
All right.
on what has spiked our interest.
I think
But-
that was the best choice.
Overall, it seems like Crooked Can.
Yeah, Crooked Can, I think, is a clear winner.
I have to give it to Axel this week.
And we didn't even get to go to the barrel room.
It sounds like we need
We'll need to go back.
maybe season 2 we can do another
We'll
3
need to go back.
breweries. I have a lot of options.
So I don't know, and maybe the chat will tell us.
let me check this chat here.
I think we did something terrible wrong with going to breweries
Oh,
or
no.
church. We have 8 thumbs down. It never happens.
Oh, because we did make. All right, so we should say. Oh, well, at least I'll say it because I'm a good boy and I was a religious studies minor
Yeah,
in
we
college.
usually
Is
start
that
every video with
we're not mocking any religion. We did do a religious thing. This whole show is about fun and making fun of ourselves and everything else. And we have I think a lot of different religions represented. We're not. This is
You
nothing
get no
to do with
apology
religion.
from me. Give us a thumbs down if you agree with anything.
I disagree. As I understand, some people are very sensitive about their religion, and
The only
we were just having fun out there.
the only way to balance this out is to have more people clicking the thumbs up.
That would
now,
help too. That would help
so
too.
we can get that out of our system.
All right, look, the reason people
But
are here.
There's
Let's do it. Go ahead. Let's do
again,
it.
as we had the first show, the second one, the third one, and today we have a giveaway. But let's start.
We do have some giveaways.
Last week we had the Pirates Adventure. If you haven't seen that, it is
Oh,
on
you
the
gotta
channel.
go back and watch the Pirates
Go
Adventure.
check it out. We did have our 3 winners that won this amazing cup, the flag, and you know what? I'll throw in some CC coupons.
Wow. You are one generous
Don't
SOB.
give them the CC
Ballin'.
coupon.
No, I appreciate you giving everyone a stomach. I mean, a coupon.
There you go. You get a coupon.
You get a coupon. All right.
Jason, who's the first winner of our Pirates treasure?
The booty.
Mick Silva says
Yeah.
another great show. My pirate name would be Captain Slippin' Falls. I am the son of Dr. Albert Falls. You like that self-edit? Like,
I'm the beep.
I'm pretty good at this.
I love that. That's a good comment.
I used to read for radio. No big deal.
Congratulations. The second winner.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hear it for the second one.
And don't tune out. We have more winners for this week, so hang in there. But we have to congratulate Mr. Sean Harris. He said, my pirate name is Ned Blade Cutter, according to the Disney Pirates League.
And one last one before we go to this week's giveaway.
Just hang in there. Oh, this is a European
episode.
Heide Schlitz. Great show, lots of laughs. My pirate name would be Rockin' Retired.
I love it.
Oh, very nicely
Congratulations.
done. Very nicely done.
Congratulations.
Congrats to all the winners. And now you're probably wondering, how do I become a winner?
Well,
how do you claim your prize?
If you are a winner, just send me an email, Axel at WDWNT, and we'll get that prize to you. We try to combine a lot of our prizes so we don't have to get Eric to the UPS store every week. So It could take a while, but they're coming your way. This week, we've been to these amazing breweries, and the good thing is that when Pete gets drunk, he can get everything done.
Yeah.
He just goes like, "Hey, we have all these viewers.
I do become a little bit chatty with a few beers in my system, and I do
unlike normal.
Unlike normal. And I do like to become friends with brewery managers and owners. So we were lucky enough to get some fun things this week, get some swag.
Not everybody will get
all these things. We're gonna break these up into some prize packs
of three prize packs.
Yeah, so we're gonna do 3 winners as always, and we're gonna work in reverse order. So I got this cool patch from Crooked Can.
May include items like these.
Boom. Iron that on, sew it on. Sticker. I got a sticker from Crooked Can. Pretty cool sticker right there. Boom.
A magnet!
A magnet from Crooked Can. Are you saying a sticker's too permanent? You want to move it around? There's a magnet.
A wordless condom.
In America,
we call this a koozie.
We call this a koozie in America, Axel. It's where you put your can, and on the bottom, you forgot where you got it from. It says right there, Winter Garden, Florida.
You get a magnet. You get a magnet. Pete gets a magnet.
So then going back to our friends over at Castle Church Brewing, hooked us up with a nice big magnet as well. Look at that. It's just like, nothing usually covers my head. That thing is gigantic. Also, it was my fault. I forgot the ellipsis stick. I think I have stickers or magnets. I might have both at my place. So we also have stuff from ellipsis
Tune
as well.
in next week to find out.
Find out what you're going to get. But anyway, we're going to break all this fun stuff. We have a lot of different things all over. We have a lot. It's not just like one of each. We got koozies, we got magnets, we got stickers. So we're going to break these into prize packs. And you're probably wondering, what do I have to do to win all this amazing swag? Axel, tell me.
Well, we before you do that, we did discuss this. And what is on the script is not what we discussed.
No, that was what Pete sent in the message. You didn't get the message? Pete sent you a message. Didn't you get the message?
I sent you a message.
Okay.
Didn't you get the message?
Did it say you loved me?
Also, it said, love Pete, kiss, kiss.
Yes, that's what it said.
I love you too.
And I think this idea is just the easiest one.
Okay.
So,
the easiest one.
Comment down below. So not in this chat. Be sure, because I've seen people doing it in the chat.
You have to wait until the show ends, because this live chat will not be counted. You have to wait till we wrap up the show and put it in the YouTube comments post-show. Please.
And now this week, if you would have your own brewery and you can make your own beer, what would that beer be named? Eric, what would your beer be?
Wait, that's what we're doing? I thought it was something else.
I thought there was.
If we had a brewery, what would our brewery be called?
The Outside the Bubble Brewery.
Yeah, but you can't say Outside the Bubble. But if it was Axel, Eric, and me,
I didn't get that message.
Oh, well, he got the wrong message. 2 out of 3 agree. Sorry, guys, lost in translation.
We don't care what your beer would be.
Yeah, I mean, we're sure you'd make a great beer. We're done. You'd probably make a great beer, but we wouldn't get your joke. So in the comments, if Axel, Eric, and I started a brewery, what would we name our brewery? What is the best brewery name? And we're going to pick our top 3 favorites, and that's who's going to get the swag bags. Fair enough? Are you okay with this? I'm so sorry.
No, we're done.
Now, no one knows how to end the show.
There was the end.
That was our end.
That's my touching little monologue at the
it's
end.
not.
Look, Jason just changes it.
It's not the end yet, because Eric, if you do not win this awesome swag, where
Do
can
not
you get
despair.
awesome swag?
Our own Rob Whiteside cranked out designs on the carousel of
Robbie W.
on the reg. So the highest quality, best designed T-shirts on the globe
With the coolest designs.
with the coolest designs.
And great cotton blends.
Great cotton blend. For those hot days at the brewery, at a crooked can sitting underneath an oak tree. Go to carouselofproducts.com. We'd love to support. We have a lot of merchandise there, and we'd be happy to have you. If you're a WIGS member, you also will get early access to new stuff when we launch it. But yeah, check out carouselofproducts.com, and we will speed these items to you.
And we do see that there's a question for post-show. Last night, Tom said, like, I want to do a WIGS show, so if you haven't seen it, go to your
He said I wanted to hang out with the WIGS, and that's what he did. Yeah.
So we are off early tonight.
No push.
Tomorrow, I do have a few of us are having lunch with some WIGS members. So if you're a WIGS member, and you know who I'm talking about, because I'm actually meeting up with some WIGS members, you're going to join as well. Axel's doing what I know a lot of silly people do and work during the day on Friday. That's weird. So tonight, no post show.
Takes a village.
We have an early brunch tomorrow with some WIGS members. And again, if you don't know what the WIGS are all about, go check out patreon.com/WDWNT. And again, right before we sign off, I know you guys are going to sign off. Please, if you haven't done so yet, please hit that like button and please subscribe. It really would mean a lot to all three of us. This show has been so much fun, and we're not even halfway through the season.
Share it with a friend.
By the
Share
way,
it on your social media.
Jason,
Go back and watch an old episode.
Jason loves ellipsis because he hasn't been to the other two. Jason, when you're here, we're going to do that. And I also got a text message.
Jason loves ellipsis.
Becoming a WIGS member will not assure you having brunch with either of us.
Of course.
Anytime.
Yeah, that's not a guarantee, but we do love our WIGS members. That's all I'm saying.
Who made a guarantee?
Next week, we are back. Same bad time, same bad channel for Outside the Bubble for a new adventure. See you all
next time.
week.
Love you all. Good night. Sivago.